What is autism to you in your own words?
Mm, okay. Um, so this is actually something that has changed a lot for me in the last 10 years. Because I grew up with and started my career in autism communication at a time when the disability narrative was still very loud.
Mm-hmm.
And I've I've been pulling at my own understanding again and again and again and again. And where I am right now, and I don't think I've landed because I still don't think we understand what autism is. Um, I don't think that's how human knowledge works or how science works. But where I am right now is that autism is a neurotype, a type of how the brain is structured. That means that our brains react more strongly to certain stimuli, that that we respond more strongly to unpredictability and not having control of when and where and how things are unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's research that points to that sensory sensitivities aren't actually that we are more sensorily sensitive. It's more so that we react to sensory things more strongly, connected with the unpredictability. But I'm not sure I feel like something's missing there. I feel like there's something we don't know when it comes to sensory sensitivities. Um, but really, I mean, for me, I think autism boils down to our brains process sensory and and social information differently, and the unpredictability, the novelty, the things that cause stress responses, really novelty, unpredictability, a decreased sense of control, and threats to our ego, to our being, to our sense of safety, um, that we respond more strongly to those threats. Um, and on top of that, I think also our brains try to process more information because we don't filter information the same way. So a neuromajority brain, from what I've seen of the research and what we think we know right now, neuromajority brains are better at kind of filtering out and saying that information isn't relevant. Let's not spend our processing power on that. And autistic brains are more detail oriented when it comes to that and more like, no, all information is important. So we're trying to process more. And the combinations of those things, I think, is what results in the symptoms that we describe as autism. And some people will be more disabled by it, and some people will be less disabled by it. But fundamentally, I think that's what autism is. It's a different way of the brain working. Like it's just a different neurotype. And it's not a negative and it's not a positive. It's just it's just a way of being human.
Thank you. Um, there
I'm
was
not
a.
sure it's a good answer, but
It's your
I,
answer. That's good
I
enough.
I just think it's as a as an autistic person, I want to be able to say autism is this. But as a clinician and as an academic, I'm so tired of theories saying this is what autism is. And then, but it's not. We learn so quickly that, oh, no, no, actually that's not it.
Mm-hmm.
And science is constantly trying to figure out the answers to the questions. And I love that we are trying and that we are approximating truth somehow, whatever truth is. But I also think humans are so complex and so nuanced and so wonderful and miraculous that I don't know that we can simplify it to a truth. I think we have to acknowledge uncertainty and unanswered questions in the answers we present.
In order to describe a thing, you need to be bigger than the thing.
Yes, and
So
we're
we
not.
can't describe ourselves.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, and so it's when I say, okay, autism is a neurotype, it's not better, it's not worse, it just is. Um, it's because every
Maya,
single brain is still different.
your answer doesn't have to be perfect.
No, but no, it doesn't. But uh, but I think that's the great thing about where I am right now is that I'm learning to accept that not only do we not know a whole lot of things in the universe, but we
Mm-hmm.
also don't actually know what autism is.
Yeah.
I
Um,
don't know what autism is.
I feel like the more we've talked about it, the less we know what it actually is.
Yeah, but the more
And I
we
was
know
not
what we
talking
don't
about the
know.
two of us, but I was talking about the general discussion that's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the
And
great thing is the more we talk about it and the more we don't know, the more we also know what we don't know.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm learning to embrace not knowing and not being able to predict what will happen with
Mm-hmm.
what we don't know.